Hey guys, welcome back to another spring collection review. So today I'm going to talk about the OPI'm Dreaming collection for spring, but these are the Infinite Shine polishes. So there's 12 this time. I think last spring they had 8 or so, if I'm not mistaken. But they've had some really great Infinite Shine collections come out the last couple years, and so I really wanted to review this one for you. I was kind of surprised that this one is all shimmery and glittery shades too, so I can say I'm a little underwhelmed about it, but I think a lot of you are probably gonna like it because they're just gearing toward that glitter crowd. I kind of just wish they had all these shades in creams. They would be so pretty. Look at some of these colors. These would be like, that would be an awesome just cream color. It's a really bright mint, and this would be a beautiful bright pastel yellow, like a neon pastel yellow, and this blue. And the glitters in some of them are more like flakies. So the formula on these are really nice. I was going to say a lot of them have a more kind of fluffy formula, and I think that has to do with like the glitters that are in there and just kind of the cream base, and then some have a curly base. So of course we'll talk about those as we get into them. Before we get started, I don't have anything really new that I'm wearing that I can talk about. On my lips I have Lip Glow Oil in Cherry, which is my favorite right now. And then I'm not quite ready for these spring colors, and I wasn't in the mood to wear a glitter. And so I'm wearing this mint color. You guys have really been enjoying that compare and contrast series, and so thank you for watching those videos. I think they're fun for me to do too. I've already done light pinks and light purples, and next month I'm going to do light mints as per your guys' request. I just pulled out this dusty one. This is one of my favorites. It's Belief in Yourself. This is more of like a sage mint. Not quite sure how I'm going to do this video coming up pretty soon. Might have to split it up into 2, we'll see. Really love this color, and it's still winter, you guys. I'm trying to make it spring, but I'm trying to wear polishes I like to wear as we transition from any seasons, kind of more dusty shades, and so this is a beautiful dusty sage. Okay, let's jump right into it. I'm starting with the lightest colors, going to the brightest. First up is Slay a While, and this has a really beautiful base color. Like I said, this would be a beautiful cream polish. It's like a mix between a cream, a peach, and a pink. I couldn't quite tell where it fit, but it's just gorgeous. And then it has these golden flakies, and yeah, I would say they're flakies, but maybe they're just bigger glitter pieces. I need my glasses. But I do feel like they're a little irregular in some of the polishes, so I'm gonna call them flakies. But yeah, this glitter just shows up a lot stronger than the regular line that they just came out with for spring, and so it's just a bigger punch of glitter, which is just not my thing right now. But I think they're beautiful. If you love glitter, I really think you're gonna like these, and especially for spring and summer too, as we get into the brighter colors. The formulas though are pretty much the same as the other polishes in the regular line from the spring collection. 2 to 3 coats depending on how you like it. If you like it a little tiny sheer, 2 coats. If you like it more opaque, definitely 3. And so that's just pretty much how it is for most of these formulas. There's a few in there that build up pretty good in 2 coats, but I would say 3 for this one, especially my preference. Let's look at some comparisons. I did want to compare it to 2 of the new ones from the OPI'm Dream regular line, and let's look at those. So Mirror Mirror on the Ah, I have been saying that wrong, you guys. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I need glasses, and when I read these, I read it as Av instead of Ah, so I've been saying it wrong this whole time. So apologies, and thank you for whoever it was that corrected me. That one has more of a cream base, you can see, and it's really interesting because Slay a While looks a little more white compared to these other ones, and I thought it would be kind of in between these, but it's definitely a little more white. So Reoccurring Dream has more of a pink base, and you can see the glitter in Slay a While is a little more punchy than it is in the other ones. Wicked the Ga is Silent, that's a newer one. They've been bringing us a lot of these glittery shades recently, because that's a newer one too. That's a light pink with pink glitter, so that one's quite a bit different as well. It's different than the ones we have. I kind of thought it would be more similar, so that's nice, and I think it's bright and fun. I might try to wear these out and just see how I feel, because I've never really worn anything like this out. I've tried them on. I've thought they're fun to wear for a little while, but I haven't actually worn them for a long time. So maybe I'll give them a try this spring, summer, we'll see. Sneak a Peek has a beautiful base color. It's a really soft baby pink. It was one of those that was a little more sheer than I expected, but I would say 3 coats for this one too. And it does have those kind of more fluffy, flaky glitter particles in it that are a little bit more golden. It really is beautiful if you look at it. Like, I'm really liking just looking at these. I need to just try to get them on my nails, we'll see. But this glitter does definitely show up polishes that I like that are like this, and let's see how those compare to this one. Very Nice, one of my favorites, is more pink and it has more of a creamy base and it has a beautiful golden shimmer in it. That is one that I love and I wear all the time in the winter usually, but it might be fun to pull something out like this in the spring. I just haven't. And then OPI Best Day Ever from their Barbie collection has bigger, like chunkier glitter, and it has more of a silvery base to it, which is really interesting. OPI Big Celebration has blue pink glitter shifting, so a little bit different also. So definitely unique, and I think those who love glitter are really gonna like this, and it's gonna be fun for you for spring. Slay Hello to Yellow is this next one, and I love the yellow color of this. It's a cool tone base. It's just the perfect like bright pastel yellow, and this one does also have that glitter in it. I would say it's kind of golden yellow. They do look more kind of like flakies. I did want this to build up more than it did. I would say 3 coats for sure on this one. I just wanted it to be a little more opaque, and I think that's just because I'm craving creams. So it's probably perfectly fine for a sheer base with glitter because that's kind of the intent of these, but I just was craving something more opaque. I think it's fun. I think a color like this would look beautiful with a tan. It just didn't do it for me. I don't know. Let's look at some comparisons because OPI does have some yellows, but I feel like this yellow tone is for sure unique. So OPI Radiance is mostly glitter and it has a yellow sheer base. And then Sunscreening My Calls is like a yellow green pearl color, which I actually kind of really like. It does dry down matte, but I do like it with a top coat. It is a little bit streaky, of course, because it has that pearly finish to it, but I actually really like that one, and it made me think that I should probably pull that out early summer. And then OPI Yellow Brick Road is more of a golden pearl, and so I definitely think that this color is unique, but it just didn't come across the way that I wanted it to. Give me a cream in this color, I would love it. From Dusk to Salon is this next one, and the base color of this one is quite unique and lovely. It's kind of like a gray beige lavender, so I would say it's grayish, but it does, like I mentioned, have that hint of lavender in it, which makes it really cool and unique. And then it has these green kind of golden shimmers in there. It's actually a really cool color. The green does stand out quite a bit though, so it does kind of change that color base a little bit when it's on the nail. And it builds up better than some of those other ones. It does have more of that creamy base, and so I would say it's pretty good in 2 coats depending on how you apply it. You might need 3 if you're doing thinner coats, but it's kind of easy with these formulas to apply it a little bit thicker. I don't know, and I kind of like doing that with them. I didn't do any comparisons for this one because I do feel like it's pretty unique, especially with that base color and then the kind of green golden flaky shimmers in there. I thought this one was cool, but I probably won't reach for it, unfortunately. From Head to Doze is this beautiful pastel powder blue. It does lean a little bit cool, which I like, so I would say it's a periwinkle. And then it has this shimmer in it that shifts from like golden to blue to purple. It's a little iridescent. It does have that same kind of creamy fluffy formula. I felt like this one, for being so light, built up pretty well. I feel like I had a couple nails that built up really well in 2 coats, and then some I felt like I needed to do 3. So I think that was just dependent on how thick I was applying it. This one's really beautiful. I think this was the first one I had on my nails that I like held it up and I was like, okay, I actually might wear this one, and I think it's kind of fun. And I think it's because the base and the glitters were kind of the same color, so it's not like the glitters totally stood out. They were kind of just together, and it's a really beautiful shade. So I probably will try to reach for this one. This might be the one that I try out to wear this spring, and I love periwinkle shades in the spring also. So let's look at some comparisons for this one. So I compared it to Ere We Go, and that's from the new OPI regular line spring collection this year, and that one has more of a gold glitter and it's a lighter powder blue. And then I pulled out OPI Happy Place, and that's a similar color tone, maybe a little bit darker, and that has more of a corally shimmer finish, and I love that one from that collection too. I'm just really liking these shimmery blues for some reason. And then OPI Welcome to Your Whirl has more of a golden shimmer and a lighter blue and more cool tones. So this one is different, especially from those ones that are from the newer line that just came out, and I might try to wear it. Living the Fantasy is this next one, and I really like the name of this one. I am kind of missing those destination collections with those pun names. So I feel like OPI has shifted and changed a little bit, so I'm kind of missing that, but I do like the name on this one. But it's a beautiful blue color, and this one's gonna look so stunning with a tan. It does have a little bit of a creamy base, and it has those flakies in it that are kind of like a, I don't know, I would say it was like a silvery blue. So I felt like these shimmers didn't stand out too much against the polish as well, and they just gave it a really pretty glow, but they are quite dense on it, don't get me wrong. They don't just give you that underlying glow, they are packed on there. But I actually liked the look of it, so I will probably be trying to reach for this one too. I have some comparisons for this one too. OPI Space is a blue with silvery glitter, so that is quite different. And I think the thing about the glitter in Living the Fantasy, it doesn't take away from the color, and that's sometimes what I don't like with the glitter colors, is the glitter will overpower the color base. Essie Temperature Check is a strong silver glitter that you can see there. Even though it has a blue base, it really looks like a silvery polish, if that makes sense. And then OPI Reality Check You Out is a warmer blue, a slight shimmer. This one is quite unique too. I really love it. Teal's Familiar is a beautiful teal mint shade that's quite bright and really stunning. Honestly, I crave these mint colors this time of year, and that's why I'm going to be doing a mint compare and contrast video, because I just love mint, and this one is just bright and beautiful. And I think what makes it bright is this shimmer in here, and it does shift from like purple to blue, and they are more like flakies. So this one, I don't know, I'd say 2 to 3 coats depending on how you like it and how you apply it, but I feel like it builds up pretty good. I don't have any comparisons to this one just because I feel like it is quite unique. Let me go grab a mint that's maybe close to this so you can kind of see the color tone. That is one thing I wanted to do. Okay, so I found one that's the closest out of all the OPIs I have. This is Was It All Just a Dream? Was that from the Grease collection? I can't exactly remember, but I feel like this color tone is pretty much the exact base. This one I feel like is maybe just a little bit brighter, and I think that is due to the fact that it has these glitters in it. So hopefully that will give you an idea of what the color tone is. I feel like this one is maybe a slightly more muted also. Would have loved this in just a plain cream. It would be stunning, but it's still pretty with the glitter in it. Susie's Pedicure Throne is also a beautiful color. It's like this bright pastel corally pink shade, and it's somewhere between like an orange cream and a pink, I don't know, sorbet. And it's just beautiful. I would love this in a cream, you guys. Just give us the creams. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it, but it does have this same glitter in it. It's kind of like the golden pink glitter in here, and this one really is stunning too. This might be really fun on the toes, you guys. Maybe I'll try it on the toes when I have a tan this summer. I think that would be actually really cool. We'll see. I've never worn glitter on my toes. Maybe I'll branch out a little bit. Same thing, the formula is a little bit lighter, a little bit sheer, a little fluffy, and 2 to 3 coats depending on how you apply it. But the color tone is just fantastic. So let's look at some comparisons. I compared it to Keep It Surreal, and that one's close in color, but it has chunky glitter. And that one's new from the OPI regular spring line. And then OPI Standing in Stilettos is a bright pearly peach. And then OPI Beauty School Pop Out is more of a yellow tone. So I love the tone of this. Same thing. Let me pause for a second and grab a polish that's close to this to see if I even have anything, because I really think you'll want to know what base color this is. So this has got myself into a jambalaya. Let me turn this light down. So as you can see, it's a little bit darker, but it is a similar color tone, but maybe I just need to pull some of these polishes out. So wouldn't that be amazing if they just did one that was just this base color? Oh, I would love it so much, but anyway, maybe I'll pull this one out. So love the color tone of this one. Maybe I'll try it on my toes this summer. We'll see. Dreamsicle is this beautiful orange with a little hint of pink base that's more mid-tone, and I absolutely love this too. I love any pink leaning oranges, especially as we get into summer. This one does have the definitely golden shimmer in here, so it definitely warms it up quite a bit. I wrote in my notes that I don't like it as much, and I think it's because it has that golden shimmer, so it kind of takes away from the base color, which I don't love, and makes it a little more gold. But if you love gold leaning polishes, you're going to love this one, and I think it'll be really fun for summer. The formula is a little bit sheer on this, but I would say 2 to 3 coats depending on how you apply it, and I do have some comparisons for this one as well. So I compared it to Mango For It, and I like this one best. It's a little more peach, I think pink is what my writing says. And then OPI Mural is more gold. And then OPI Glitter is a little different that you can see there. And Mural on the Wall is more gold, kind of rosy orange with shimmer. So quite a bit different, but just looking at it, I'm like, dang. Same thing, if that was a cream, I'd be all over this. Time Low Pastel is this beautiful lavender shade, so I was quite surprised to see it was quite sheer. Sheer lavender polishes are just my jam. I just always love them, and I love this one too. So you definitely need 3 coats to get that lavender look, and then it has this glitter in here that's kind of pink to purple that's a little goldeny also. I kept thinking, could this be a topper? Probably. They didn't say anything on their website about it being a topper, but I feel like I really like it as a Crelly built up in 3 coats for sure, just so you can get that lavender color. But I really like this one. It's one that I can see myself actually wearing. I do have some comparisons too, so let's look at those. So I compared it to a Hush of Blush. I forgot how much I love that one. All these are very different that you're going to see here. And then OPI Super Cute Color. I love this one. I've talked about it recently in my light purple video. It is a collection from last year. It was like the OPI Hello Kitty 50th anniversary collection. I love it. It's a little cool toned, and then it has just a little bit of shimmer in it. And then OPI Put On Something Ice is a little bit different here, has more chunky glitter in it. So all those are very different. I like this one and Super Cute Color the best. Love sheer lavenders. Where Time Stuns Still is this deeper purple, more of a mid-tone purple lavender shade, and then it does have these flaky glitters in it that are kind of golden and pink, and I really like these kind of purple tones as well. This one does have a more sheer base too. I feel like you'll want 3 coats on this one, which kind of surprised me because I felt like it was kind of similar to those that had a little more cream in the base. But yeah, so I don't know. I would say 3 on this one. They're kind of hard to tell though, because I think it does just depend on how much you have on your brush. And let's look at comparisons for this one. So I compared it to Grape Escape, and that one's more sheer and has an iridescent shimmer in it. OPI Pile on the Sprinkle is a sheer purple with sporadic glitter. And then You Had Me at Halo is more of a blue toned purple with shimmer. So those are all quite different. Basically, I'm just pulling out all the OPIs that are similar colors that have different shimmery bases, and all of these are going to be quite different. So that's one good thing about this collection, is you're getting polishes that are quite unique, especially to the OPI line. Lost in Your Thoughts is this beautiful bright pink. I'm such a sucker for these bright pink colors. But I think the sheer base in this one makes it a little bit softer, so more of like a strawberry shade. And then it does have this glitter in it that's a little more kind of pink and goldeny, and I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful combination. I think it'll be fun for summer. The formula is pretty good too. I had written 2 to 3 coats on this one, but circled 2, and sometimes I'll do that when I'm like, I definitely think you can get away with 2 coats. So this might be more of a 2-coater. I love that about it. OPI has given us a lot of these colors that are kind of similar shades but more metallic, and I compared them for you, but after we talk about comparisons, I'll probably pull out a polish that has a similar color tone just so you can see what color tone it is. But like I mentioned, because it's sheer, it does make it a little bit softer color. So let's look at those comparisons. Like I mentioned, OPI has come out with Glinda the Good, 15 Minutes of Flame, and Blame the Mistletoe, and those are all slight variations of like a metallic shimmer, so they're a little bit different, so you can see they're not just like a complete glitter, but that's what reminded me of them. So at least we're not getting that again, we're getting something different. So yeah, I just love any of these bright pinks. Let me pull out a pink that I think is closest to this one. Let's talk about a few. So I pulled out this one. This is Exercise Your Brights, and it's quite a bit brighter, but it does have iridescent shimmer. It might have been a good one to compare, but they are quite different. This is a softer strawberry pink, and this is definitely a little bit brighter. Probably can't see that so much, but at least you can hear me talk about it. And then this is a bright strawberry pink, a little cooler toned. VI Pink Passes, these aren't going to be the same because this is going to be softer, but I'm just kind of going off color tone. And then this one from the Infinite Shine collection last year is pretty close in color tone, so I would say almost exact. I would say this one's a little bit cooler, but that might be due to the fact that it has shimmer in it. So hopefully you can get an idea of color tone. This one's a little cooler than this one, but this is the one that I loved on another level last year, and I'm really loving the warm pinks, and so I think that's why I like this one so much too. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm kind of a big fan. A lot of glitters. I'm going to give it a good try this summer. Okay, picking favorites. So these are my favorites that I'm really going to try to give a good try this spring. We've got the two blues. I really think I like this darker one a little bit better, but I brought both of them out from Head to Doze and Living the Fantasy, and then the bright pink, of course, Glossed in Your Thoughts. And then Sneak a Pink is this beautiful pink one. I'm always a sucker for those light pinks. And then this mint I'm going to give a try called Teal's Familiar, just because I like the color so much. Look how stunning that is, you guys. So pretty. So I'll be ready to pull out those brighter pastel shades in April. I'm not quite ready all through March. We just need to kind of prepare for spring and wear those colors that we're really wanting to wear the rest of this kind of late winter. So thanks so much for watching. What are your thoughts on the collection? Hopefully this summer collection will get some creams. That's really just what I'm wanting. I really want some creams. We'll see what happens. But thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.